Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
They'll run with Rawls. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their veteran quarterback, the former USC Trojan, Carson Palmer.
There are a number of big quarterbacks in the NFL now, but I still remember the first time I met Carson Palmer. He was at USC, and he came into a meeting, and I thought they were bringing him the tight end, not the starting quarterback.
Let's go. Blue 95. Hey, blue 95.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
2nd down following the run. There you go, play action with Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Quentin Jefferson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go. Blue 58. Hey, blue 58.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football first-round pick on a defensive back. Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Palmer finding time. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And the Seahawk weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
On first down, it's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
On second down, Palmer. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 95.
Palmer now to throw on third down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Palmer on third and long. It's brought in by Floyd. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And when your receiver is, say, 6'2" or taller, you big body guys, they're made for those fades, aren't they?
They really are. It's the exact call you want. You nailed it. Big body guys, big catch radius. Put the ball up there.
Let them get it.
Yeah, put up on the top shelf where the kids can't go get it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson a give to Rawls. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Wilson now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directed?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Wilson on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The play clock's running down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Get ready.
first down. It's Palmer. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Palmer will throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go again with Rawls. And he's going to get this. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Curse. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. To throw again is Wilson. And that's Curse for the Seattle touchdown, hauling it in. Jermaine Curse, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Cardinals. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Brown, the lone receiver left. On third down, Palmer. He's got time. Look at the time. Now a got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Palmer to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.